Test, test, hello, 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 hello. Test, 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 test. Am I live? Is it working? Is it live? Is it working? Am I live, bro? Am I live? Testing. Yeah, it says live. Okay, cool. Cuckoo. Alright, well, I forgot to put out a notification again. Oops. Oops. Whoopsies. Shit, now I gotta wait for the fucking live notifications to come out. Wait, is it out? Nope. Oh, yeah, Vlad, you're first. Whoa, hi Vlad. Oopsie, hello, normal name. What an inconspicuous name of that is, isn't it? Let me see. I don't know where my chat is. Where the fuck? We're in Tarnations. What? Is the chat not like on screen today or something? Is it not working for people? No, it is, right? Hi Taziki T, what time is it for you? What the heck? Yeah, I've been waking up early. One sec. Why isn't that working? Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. My first stream back in a fucking week. And the chat decides to not work on screen. Hello, Rise. Hello, Jamal. What are we, a job? Fuck you mean, what are we, a job? Are you a job? Or is that what you're into? Is my internet okay? Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Okay. Hey guys, thanks. Yeah, what the heck? Why isn't that working either? I saw someone gifted a sub, or someone subbed. Yeah? Maybe this shit is broken right now. You're about to go to bed type shit. Cool. Bro, is my internet all fucky? Hi Itachi, what's good? What's good? Oh, whoa, Rise. What the heck? Oh my goodness, Rise could afford subs now. Question mark. Rise can afford subs now? Thank you, Rise. Okay, so that's working over here. So I wonder... It just shat itself, probably. Hi, Plasma. Hello. Oh, please be my boyfriend. I'll do anything for you, babe. Please. No, thank you. I will teach you, though, today how to get a girlfriend. And it'll be so enlightening for you. Okay? Hi, babe. Just saying hi. Hello. Hello. I'm just trying to get my chat up on screen because it just stopped working all of a sudden. You don't want anyone, you just want me? Well, you know, that's weird. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and you want that one. There's so many like that one. Okay. So I will teach you. How tall am I? Guess. Guess how tall I is. Guess. Okay, yeah, I'm so... Okay, whoa. Okay, wait, is it gonna work now? Maybe it works now? 4'11"? 4'11"? 5'4", 5'3", 5... Why do you guys think I'm short? Why do you think I'm short? I'm actually really tall. Is it because I'm Asian? Well, that's racist. Are you racist? Because you are short? I'm not short. I'm very tall. You want a water bottle just to drink? I don't have any water bottles. What are you talking about? 5'8"? No, why do you guys think I'm so short? Alaska? Yeah, I'm in Alaska now. I moved to Alaska. to get away from stalkers. So are the footsies cute or dot dot dot? All right, we're getting off track here. We're getting off track here. Do you guys want a girlfriend? You want me to teach you how to get a girlfriend? Oh, thank you. Legit. Thank you, thank you. Looking fly, KB. Welcome back, Flourish. How have you been? Does it look like I have like a lazy eye? Cause I can't get my chat up here. I mean, like, I can if I do a whole bunch of stuff. But, like, as you guys know, I'm a little fucking dumb in the brain when I'm streaming. And then anything technical kind of pisses me off. Oh, thank you. What the frick? Legit with the 2 gifties. That is our enforcer. That is our enforcer. How are you liking enforcing in the Discord? Oh, you're off to bed? What time is it for you, DCQT? Here to help people make babies from a distance. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You missed me? You haven't heard me talk in a while? Yeah, did you miss me? Did you guys miss me? Cool BP12 missed me. Does the BP stand for Black Panther? Oh my goodness. 5-2? 5-2. That's correct. You got it. Where the hell were I? Well, I was moving, and that takes a lot of shit. It's so fucking exhausting moving. Like, for some reason. And then there's just like random shit going on with the house. But I got it taken care of. Moving is ass. Yeah. Yeah, moving is hard. It's so good to see me. Thank you guys. What are you guys doing on this fabulous Sunday? What y'all doing on this fabulous Sunday? Did you go to church? Show the snow outside? It's not snowing in Alaska. It's very green because of global warming. Could you please explain, why did you move to Alaska? Alright, so there's like a lot of people out to get me over here, like, or I mean in where I was before. And they would be like following me at night. And no, but okay, I'm not memeing. I went to get food and then I went alone like once. And then like a couple dudes tried to call me over to their car. Like I would go. Like, what, like, here, let me kidnap you. They stuck their hand out their window and then called to me, like, I didn't hear, like, what they were saying exactly. I was like, oh? And I was like, oh? And then they were like, you, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Sticking their fucking hand, I don't even know what their faces look like. That's messed up. Wait, what are the steps, chat? I will go over it. We're gonna, it's gonna be a whole seminar. Very improv seminar. Why would you get a girlfriend in 2026? Sell it to me. You want me to sell you a girlfriend? Do you know what that's called? An escort. Would you like an escort? Can we get a list of the steps? Sure. Alright, do you guys want me to start? Should I start the steps? I will list the steps out. Okay, so let me open this awesome PowerPoint that I made. I made this PowerPoint, but it's really cool because it looks like it's real-time made. And that's because there's like recordings and everything, so it's actually really cool. Alright, so this is the PowerPoint. Alright. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not even writing anything right now. It's all pre-made. How to get a girlfriend. All right. So I planned this whole course out for you guys. And I think it will be very enlightening. Prove you're not writing. I'm not writing. This is all pre-recorded. See? 1. Wait, that looks like a D. Step 1. Listen. Okay, listen to cute. Okay, a lot of people don't listen to me. And that's where you go wrong in your entire life. You gotta listen to me or you're fucked, okay? All right, so there's like a hierarchy. It goes me, cute, right? And then up here is Jesus. So he's above me. And then up there is God slash, maybe, you know, some people think, you know what I'm saying? And like Holy Spirit. So this is the hierarchy of people you should listen to. Oh, I think some people think like the Pope is in there sometimes, right? Whatever. We're just simplifying it. Okay, so can you guys open your Bible? So open your Bible to Proverbs. Okay? And then you guys could just like read it to me. I don't know what's in there. Rule number 1, be rich. Do you need to be rich? That's another question a lot of people say. Do you need to be rich to get a girlfriend? Think of all like the deadbeats. Like, bro, okay, imagine your dad, right? That like left you at a young age, probably, right? That's 33% of you guys, by the way. Your dad, was he rich? And he got a baby ass mama. So, oh, he was rich? Shit. Okay, well, sometimes, okay, here, to prove that you need to be rich. Think of one example where he's a brokey. One brokey with a girlfriend. If you can examine one brokey with a girlfriend, that means automatically, does every single person in the world need to be rich to have a girlfriend? No, that's the answer. They are good looking and funny if not rich. Okay, so do you think every single person with a girlfriend is good looking, funny, or rich? You could find at least one person that's none of those things. No, you don't need to do any of that shit. You don't need to do any of that shit. Okay? You guys understand? Did any of them call them over to their car at night? It was in broad daylight, bro. And they were beckoning me over. Like, come here. Let me kidnap you in broad daylight. Yeah, so you just prove one instance. And you say, if that guy can get a girlfriend and he's absolutely none of these things, then you can get a girlfriend too, okay? But first and foremost, I want you to listen to me. Okay. All right, so what else do you guys think you need to be to have a girlfriend? To become a boyfriend? What do you need? You could learn advanced manipulation, okay. All right, but some people don't have the capacity to do that due to their principles, empathy, or intelligence. Okay. Let me see. You need a miracle. You need confidence. You need aura. Spam invites. Do you know what spamming invites needs? A lack of self-awareness. Yes. All right. So a lot of guys, to get a girlfriend, they just cast out like this whole fishing line they cast out this whole fishing line and they're like, oh, there's so many fish in the sea, right? That's a, I don't know what that is. That's like a hook. And then there's so many fishies, okay? And a lot of these are shitty fishies that are gonna take 50% of what you own or whatever. But at some point, or some of them are like piranhas and they're gonna shit on your bed. Or some of them are goldfish and some of them are starfish. That's right. So that's the problem with just casting out some bait. And you know, there's all sorts of baits that exist. There's the rich bait, there's like the funny bait, there's the tall bait. Like these are all baits that you could get a specific starfish or goldfish or piranha with. Who hurt you? Damn. Wait, what do you mean? Do I seem hurt? Guys, this is not the black pill. This is not the red pill. This is the sorbet pill or some shit. Pink and purple pill. Yeah. Tail bait requires or you could be buff. If you're buff, then you know you could get a buff fish. What's a buff fish? Like or you could get a blobfish. You know, some people, you could be lazy and like you could be lazy and not do anything. And do you know the type of person you'll attract is? Someone that wants to be lazy and do nothing with you. You could have a fucking alcoholism. And do you know what kind of girls you'll get? Yes, girls that are addicted to heroin. Wait. No, that's not right. So alcohol, you get like other alcohol girls and meth or some shit. All right, if you are an overachiever, you could get an Asian girl, etc., right? So it's whatever you are is the frequency that you will attract. All right, if you're a little, but you know, do you know what doesn't attract anything? Here, come on. Guys, what attracts nothing? What attracts nothing? No woman. Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Very special hello. Haters. Ugly and weird doesn't attract anyone. Okay, so here's the thing you need to think of. All right, so you are all of these things. You're like some combination of all these traits. You're like an alcoholic, or maybe you're like an investor, and you're rich and you're ambitious, and you're gonna attract that same type of woman to you, that same energy. Okay. So here's the problem: when you don't love yourself. Self-love. When you don't love yourself and you're attracting people that are the same as you or that like the same aspects in you as they do in themselves, right? Then you're gonna hate your options. You're gonna be some like picky little shit that's like you're lazy, you're full of sloth, you're prideful, you're wrathful, whatever the sin you have is. And you're gonna be attracting that same type that like to exploit or trigger those points in you. And then you're gonna wonder like, why are all the girls that I'm attracted to, they don't like me, and all of these people have the same problems as I do and have these triggers that I do, right? You want a refund on the course? So, okay, so that's the problem here, right, guys? You saw the title, How to Get a Girlfriend. When Why do you even want a girlfriend? What are you looking for? Company? What the fuck what good will a girlfriend do to you? Are you good with yourself? Are you? Do you love yourself, etc.? Are you happy where you are? You have too much brain damage to have a girlfriend? Well, you know, believe it or not, brain damage attracts brain damage. I'm watching Twitch all day. What do you think? Are you happy? Why are you Okay, so you have a task for yourself. This is what you put first and foremost. Yourself. Okay, no bitch is gonna want you unless you're happy with yourself. Unless you feel fulfilled with where you are. No one will fill the void inside of you if you don't even know where that void is, or if you even have a void, because you're busy in escapism and reading books or some shit. I don't know. whatever you cling on in your identity that makes you feel whole. Does she even have a girlfriend? I could get 10 girlfriends right now. Okay, so I'm talking to like a specific type of person right now, right? Some of you guys, this doesn't apply to you. Oh, you're old AF? And what's your type? Okay, examine yourself and then ask yourself what your type is and what are you looking for in them. Okay, 10 girlfriends, 10 commandments. All right, so those of you that are content with yourself, but you're ready to settle down. Any of you guys like that? Any of you guys like that? Learn to lie. Okay, so this is what someone in chat is saying. Learn to lie about who you are until it's too late and she's past her prime. No, you don't do that. Listen to cute and self-love. No, you don't lie about yourself to people. Why? Because that's not good for you. It's like it's not good for other people, but most of all, it's not good for you. Okay, because you have this true nature inside of yourself, and if you're constantly wearing a mask toward society, toward women, that takes up a lot of mental energy. So that's why you don't want to fake who you are. It fucking sucks. You'll go to bed at the end of the day and recount all the things you said that aren't you. And once you practice this sense of authenticity toward yourself and projecting it onto others, the authenticity, you bridge the gap. Okay? Your therapist needs their ass ate. Me? I don't have a therapist. Who's leading me on this path of discovery? Oh, no sis, bro. No sis. It's called bro, there's like this really good channel. I'll tell you guys about it at a later date. But when you understand yourself, when you understand yourself as a man, as a lover, when you understand every aspect of yourself, what you need from other people, what you need from other people, you could disintegrate it all. You don't need that, actually. All right? What is like a partner supposed to do for you? Anyone? What is your partner supposed to be for you? Why do you want a girlfriend? To have sex with her? To watch TV with her? Support? No lot. Wait. Sex. Okay. BJ. Oh my goodness. Sex. A lot of it. Okay. So that's your guys' problem. Some of you guys are hard stuck. That's what I've been saying for like a while. Some of you guys are very hard stuck. And there's a method on how to get unhard stuck out of yourself, right? Okay, so that's you. That's you, right? Here, I'll label that. You, that's you. And your energy is all fucked up here. Wait, that looks like piss. Okay, here, your energy is all over here and it's being pent up and you feel frustrated, right? Source of frustration unless you release this energy. And then that's why you want a girlfriend, right? Not frustrated enough. That's not a peen, bro. Yes, teacher. Very accurate. All right. But what if I told you, you don't need to release any of this? Like, this is all bad to release. Releasing this actually gets rid of your creative energies. What if I told you that? You'd probably be like, you're full of shit. Right? That's fake news. I'm gonna keep releasing my load. It drains your energy, exactly. It leaks out your energy. You see a random girl on the street, bro. Here, let's make her pink. You see a random girl on the street and suddenly you forget your priorities as a human being. Because you are hard stuck in this energy right here. And I'm not telling you it's no nut November. That is not what I'm telling you. It has nothing to do with how much your balls carry. Has nothing to do with that. It's true, keep it in. But here's the problem. If you just think of this as keeping it in, then you get even more frustrated. Now it looks like pubes. Oh wait. Then you get even more frustrated. So how are you supposed to deal with this? How are you supposed to deal with this? Any guesses in class? That's why you release it inside her? Okay, guys. Chill. Y'all need to chill a little bit, okay? Okay, some people are saying edge. Okay, but what else? How do you redirect this frustration without suppressing it inside that region? Self-control max. Okay, what else? Guess what, guys? If you have a problem with controlling this frustration, and so you're always wanting to release your load, guess what? You have problems with discipline in general. And how are you going to earn the trust of someone else when you don't even have your own trust? When you give in to every impulse you have, what's the word? Carnage? Every carnage impulse you have. Be disciplined in every area of your life. Don't be lazy. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. Carnal. Your carnal urges. Yeah? You put your heart into it? Carnage is the answer. I always get that confused. Okay, but what I was saying is this whole frustration thing, you find lust when you look at another woman on the street and you fall in love with her because she's so hot. Thank you, Legit, for the sub. I don't know where my alerts aren't working. And you see her, and she's so hot, and then now you want a girlfriend because you're falling victim to this side of yourself, and you're not even attempting to control it, and you're letting this energy, do you know why it's called creative? It's because it's the capacity to create, and you're letting all of that leak out when you entertain those thoughts of like lust, right? When you feed into it. You got two wolves inside of you. Do you guys know this? Do you guys know this parable? There are two wolves inside of you. You have 5 wolves? Why do you guys have 5 wolves? So, you have 2 wolves inside of you. Which one wins? The one that you feed. So if you're feeding this wolf that's like obsessed with like freaky shit, like, you know, like, let me see your feet, random Twitch streamer, can I see those feet? Then you're feeding the foot wolf. Do you want to feed the fucking foot wolf? No, you don't. Don't feed the foot wolf. Stop it. Do you want to go crazy every time you see a woman's foot? What if you have to go to the beach, man? Don't care. Ugh. Anyway. You want to feed the strong, disciplined wolf. You know, this is a nice, good wolf. The strong, disciplined wolf. Ever expanding, disciplined, victorious go-getter. All right. They should mate. That wolf is no fun though. So here, that's the thing. Fun. You want fun? What is the purpose of fun for you? What is the purpose of fun? What is the purpose of anything in this world? The fun wolf? No, tell me, why? What are you building if you're just chasing fun all the time? If you're looking for constant stimulation outside of yourself, do you know what happens? That it makes you reliant on the external. External being your circumstances. It makes you fall victim to what life will throw at you. So when you're chasing all this fun and games and women and sex and video games and Twitch streamers and anything that isn't beneficial to your growth as a human being, when that happens, you will have a midlife crisis. You will fall into pits of despair and not realize how you got there. Does that make sense? Yeah? First noble truth, attachment. What did that say? Oh, attachment is the root of all suffering. You could tell people there's like it's nice. Here's the reason why those masters of their spirituality and their selves, these masters always give you short quips, like very simple sentences. It's because at this moment, at whatever moment you are in life, you will interpret those sentences differently over time. Okay, because not everyone is in the same phase. Not everyone will understand in the same way. Because you have this lens of interpretation that's filtered through your past memories, right? Right? Hey, are you listening? Are you listening? You listening? Sorry, yeah, I'm listening. Distracted, but I'm back. All right, guys, everyone. There exists inside of you. Here. There exists a side of you. This is the third thing. Let me tell you. Okay, so first, listen to me. Second, self-love. This includes loving yourself to the point of optimization and knowing what's good for you and your spirit and your soul, whatever you want to call that, like that inner flame inside of you that knows that you have greater purpose than to chase these fun worldly desires. Okay. Everyone that you look at, everyone you love is what you love about yourself. People are reflections of you. And they're learning opportunities for you. Everyone you hate is what you hate in yourself and is what you repressed in yourself. All right? Okay. What bullshit? Okay, let's think of this logically. Anything you perceive in this world, everything you perceive in this world is not objective. Meaning, because you're experiencing through the eyes and the experiences of your own first-person consciousness, you will never get to the root of what that thing actually is. You'll always be comparing it to your past, to what you've been used to what you're familiar with. All right? You will never see anything clearly until you dissolve that lens, that identity that you've merged yourself with. All right? All right, guys? So here's an exercise. Here's an exercise. Here's an exercise. How do you dissolve the identity? I'm not gonna tell you. Because I will tell you. And you'll never do it. Because you're not ready, okay? Oh, shrooms? Yeah, I guess. That's very temporary though, and again, that's reliant on the external. Tell me the secret. Well, I just don't want to lose credibility with the naysayers, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm not gonna say it yet. So this is how to get a girlfriend, right? Step 1, listen to cute. Whoa. Here, let me make this a bit bigger for you. Step 1, listen to cute. Step 2, self-love. Optimize your vehicle of existence. And 3 is recognize the person that sees through your eyes, that experiences everything, that you do. Actually, no. I'm not gonna get to that yet. I forgot. Let's do the exercise. Let's do the exercise. So, tell me, guys, what do you like about yourself? And what do you dislike about yourself? Make a whole list of all those things. For example, I'll start. What do I like about myself? I like that I am inquisitive. I like to inquire, and it's fun. I like that I am open-minded. All right. I like that I try to see from a lot of different perspectives. Perspective hungry. I like that I appreciate stuff. I appreciate stuff. Okay, so let's say I could go on and on, probably. And then make a list for what you don't like about yourself. For example, I'm kind of helping. I used to be more lazy, but I've been getting better about it. I get overwhelmed. You know, what else don't I like? I don't like that I'm appearance oriented. You know, I value appearances. Okay, so now your turn, guys. Write up what you like about yourself and what you don't like about yourself. Schizo art. Haha. No, I actually like that I'm schizo. Alright. Okay, so you're hot, funny, and kind. Okay. Tell me. What do you like about yourself? And what do you dislike about yourself? Puzzles. So you're resilient. Okay, so someone says, who was that? Okay, Lest says they're resilient, but they don't like that they're too independent. All right. You're pretty neutral. Okay, Swagger says they like that they're very intelligent, they have high IQ, they're naturally curious, attractive, and their only weakness is you do too much cool shit sometimes. Like drinking and being an alcoholic. You like that you're in the present moment. And you don't care what's happening around you unless you're related to what's happening. You love that you love so much. But but you don't like that it requires constant pain. Will this be a VOD? Yeah, it should be, unless the RuneScape music is... Unless the RuneScape music gets muted. What a conundrum. Okay, so a lot of you guys are very private, whatever. So, guess what? All of these things here, all of the things you listed are just, they're not you. These are just things that you think you are. That's not you at the core. Guess what? All of these are identities that you've identified yourself with, aka egos. All right, and people can have lots of egos. They can have hundreds of egos. They could have thousands of egos, and there could be just little tiny egos. Like, what am I gonna have for lunch? Right? And all of these things are not you. What is you? It's you, the self that you have been acquainted with is the part of you that has no bias, no judgment, no preferences, right? It's the part of you that exists behind all of that, simply observing. There is no you. Yeah. Okay. It's okay to have an ego if it's not based in delusion. They are very useful. Just be aware. Okay, so what is the problem with egos? Why do we want to disintegrate them? Is because it's because when they're not close to objectivity, which no one is close to objectivity unless you're like an absolute master, all right? Then they'll only act as distractions. These egos that you've identified yourself with will clash with circumstances and happenstances that clash with other people's egos and identities, okay? Which will create more problems. So that's sort of like the temporary mindset of all this. I mean, ultimately, it'll get you closer to the truth, the source, right? These are all material conditions that I'm going over. Just because, you know, the topic is how to get a girlfriend. Okay? Do you know what the... Okay. So where does this all tie into how to get a girlfriend? How does this all tie in? You understand everything now? Yeah. Thank you. Hi, welcome back, Lazarus. How are you? So, how does this all tie into getting a girlfriend? Well, I could tell you that. When you do all of these things, you gain a trait. And this trait is one of the best traits that you can have interpersonally. All right? Can anyone tell me what this trait might be? When you do all of these things and identify your egos, identify and destroy, what happens to you? What do you become? What is the one term that can be used to describe yourself at that point? Volcel, no. GigaChad, no. Amazing, yes. Lazarus, you got it. Self-aware. This is the one trait, guys. This is the one trait that has people infinitely more successful in their relationships. When you are self-aware, you are able to identify other people that are self-aware. The more you know yourself, the better you know other people. So you become self-aware. You get a self-aware partner that you have less conflict with because they understand where conflicts might arise from. And when you understand, and when you're understanding of that, then you could compromise and work together on whatever conflicts might come about. So this applies to 4% of the population. Okay, black pill. We saw the black pillar. All right. But you gotta be self-aware that you are a black pillar. How about multi-millionaire? Okay, so earlier in this stream, we actually proved that you do not need to be rich, funny, or handsome to get a girlfriend. We've already proved that, guys. All right? When you are self-aware, this is the next step, how to get a girlfriend. When you are self-aware, you'll recognize, let's say there's a situation, maybe in the past, you've been cheated on, you've been lied to, you've been taken advantage of, and women are shitty, and you're sad, and women suck. Because they cheat on you and they're crazy. Everyone's crazy. When you're self-aware, when you are self-aware, you'll see that those attachments to those people have a pattern to them. When you're self-aware, you can break that pattern. No, not self-aware, self-aware. Okay? So you break that pattern. And you realize, oh, haha, I guess people are sometimes just going through it. Wow, what a string of people that are just going through it and trying to figure out these first 3 steps on their own without this stream. Good thing I found this stream. No, not silverware, self-aware. No, not Tupperware, self-aware. Anyway, there is, like I said, this self-awareness is so important for you guys. There is a study that says that this is the best component for a person to have to get into successful relationships. All right? All right? So, when you are self-aware, you can have a better mindset of the things that happen to you and the things that go on around you and the problems that you've been through, right? Right? You'll accept that things happen and here's how to avoid it in the future. Analyzing yourself, revising yourself, disintegrating those egos. Okay. So people are saying, I saw a couple of these types of comments that they just don't give a fuck. All right, I don't give a fuck. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. So let's go over the 7 deadly sins real quick. The 7 deadly sins are a very good point of reference to show you where you might be overly attached to this material world that can only do harm, right? So what is the first deadly sin? That is pride. This is one everyone has. It is the root of all sins. All right. What's the second one, guys? Come on. If you know the specific order, you could tell me. Full Metal Alchemist, lust, envy, greed. Okay, I'm not gonna number them. I'm just gonna list them out. But like, if you're ever going through conflicts with other people, and identify what you're struggling with via the 7 deadly sins, because even doing so will help your internal growth. All right, other people are here to get reactions from you so that you can grow. This is canon. This is lore. This is your lore. People exist for you. You don't need to isolate yourself. You just need to learn to grow out of these reactionary states that come from someone that isn't self-aware. All right, so what is there? Pride, gluttony, greed. Let's do pride, greed, gluttony. Okay, what else is there? Envy, wrath, blue balls. What else was there? Oh, lust. And we're missing one. What was that last one? Oh, this is the one I'm talking about right here. Sloth. Okay, so this is why I bring it up. A lot of you guys were saying, well, I just don't care about the world around me. Do you know what that is? That is... Well, okay, well, it actually can depend on where it does come from. Watching Twitch streams instead of doing what you know you need to do. For example, that is sloth. I might, okay. Puff and Buff says, I might be self-aware, but I'm also at the point where I had mostly given up because of my state. Blood clots in my heart, brain and foot, and overweight, diabetes, psoriasis, etc. What caused those things? What, like, if you think back on it, where is the root of that problem? Where did that come from? Same, but with the things in your head. Where did that come from? The root is sugar, fruits probably. Genetic, I mean, very rarely. Chronic gooning. Yeah, no chronic gooning, guys. Greed. You're 40 today. It all started when you were 25-ish. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you went through. Believe it or not, your story, the adventure that you've made up in your own mind that said, I was a victim and I made it over here and now I'm a victim again, right? None of that shit matters. That only ties you further into these identities that you've crafted to yourself. Okay? And the whole thing is to dissolve those identities that tie you down to your own destruction. It doesn't matter given to the sloth. No, stop it. Your story doesn't matter. Your past does not matter. Because a lot of your problems, if you just have a simple mindset shift, boom. Oh, I guess that's not really a problem, right? You tell someone, like think about all the times that someone's ranting to you about like their trivial issues when all they had to do was mindset shift. Oh, I guess it's all okay. But think of how trivial it was to you. And anything you say to another person will spark that like trivial feeling. Okay? And that's how that mindset shift would make you realize that your problems aren't a problem and there is a solution. Right? Okay. So No, don't give in to your sloth. Sloth is bad, all right? So why don't you care? Why don't you give a fuck? Defense mechanism. I know that's a very like, oh, pseudo, what's the word? Psychoanalyze. Oh, stop it, psychoanalyzing me. You don't give a fuck because it feels safer for you to not give a fuck. Because if you did give a fuck, then you would think yourself weak, maybe, or whatever. You know yourself, okay? You just have to think for yourself, right? So this defense mechanism could also have to do with sloth. You could be putting yourself above giving a fuck. Like, oh, people that give a fuck are lesser than me. That is a defense mechanism rooted in pride, if you think like that. All right? Or a defense mechanism rooted in spiritual sloth, if you think like that. That in both of those do not contribute to your growth. Defense mechanisms aren't all bad. They're made to protect you. Obviously, they had a function. But the problem is, people hold on to things that don't exist anymore, right? You have this trigger inside of yourself that was built from a past experience, and you no longer have a use for it. You don't need that defense mechanism anymore, all right? It only holds you back. You developed it for survival, and you survived through it. Okay? So, when you are self-aware, you get a girlfriend. All right? Boom. So let's go over this again. Let's go over this class again. How to get a girlfriend. Step 1, listen to cute. All right, so it goes cute, then Jesus, and then God, right? Or whatever fits your scheme. Oh, wait, like on the bottom. Okay, I'm 3rd place. 2, self-love. You're disciplining yourself. You are, you love yourself because you can't love other people completely if you don't love yourself completely. All right? And 3 is to be self-aware. There is a study saying that the more self-aware you are, the higher success you get in relationships, the higher satisfaction. All right? You don't want a girlfriend, yuck, so annoying. Girls are annoying. You just want to have fun with them, then that's it. So you need to... So once you're self-aware, once you love yourself, once you listen to cute, all right? Once you do all of that, you will have massive sex appeal. You will have such massive sex appeal. Have you noticed, guys, like people like Superman? Like, think of Superman. Think of Henry fucking Cavill, bro. Superman has superpowers. Superman has superpowers. And he's also celibate. And he doesn't give a fuck about sex. And he's hot. Henry Cavill is hot because of that. Until he meets Lois Lane. But that's just for the people, right? He wears a disguise. All right? So people like Superman are detached, they are principled, they're disciplined, and they don't give a fuck about lust. Compare it with like someone like Batman. Batman is canonically like whips and chains or some shit. All right? And he does not have any superpowers. He's just rich and depressed. He's literally rich and depressed. Poor Batman. Okay, that's his outfit. That's his like bat outfit. Batman is sad and has a lot of sex. And he's rich. Is he asexual? No, he like puts girls in chains or some shit. But he's still sexually appealing because he has a good body and is rich. But look at him on the inside, guys. He's like, my parents. Ah. Ah. He's all like gloomy and shit. Okay, guys, would you rather have sex and be sad like Batman, or just not really care and be disciplined and happy and hot like Superman? Batman? Okay, well, go do that then. You're gonna attract hoes, not gonna lie. If you think like a hoe, that's what you're gonna attract. Well, when you put it like that, fine by me. No, no, no. We love you. We love you too. All right. Okay, good. Okay. Are you guys ready for step 5? Or should we do step 5, guys? You can fix me. It's not your job to fix anyone. You are on your own journey. You're on your own journey. You can't fix anyone. You could assist them. but they need to ultimately fix themselves. You need to ultimately fix yourself. You are in control of your own being. All right? What is the priority? What is the hierarchy of things that you should be doing for yourself? Huh? What is the priority? Okay, so why is it bad to spend all of your days on like video games and watching e-girls? Why is that bad? Because you have sloth, that's why. All right? You're not doing what you need to do. You have all these things you need to do, and guess what? Every unfinished task is in your brain, taking up space. So once you finish those tasks that you told yourself you need to do, your brain frees up. Or no, it doesn't freeze. It frees itself up. Okay? Is she insulting our video games? I'm insulting you. You need to know when to stop. All right? You need to know, because what makes you happy isn't where you've been looking. You don't need a girlfriend to be happy. You don't need these video games to be happy. You don't need a goon to be happy. You need to understand your purpose. What are you great at? What can you contribute to people, to other people? And you go for that. If you're exhausted by your work, whatever you're in, maybe it's time to ask yourself the question, where would you be happier? Where can you dedicate your life to the point where you don't need to escape through gaming and watching streams? Video games have cat girls. I have a 12-hour shift tomorrow and you choose to be here. This is fine. This is fine. I'm teaching you stuff. All right? But guess what? There's another form of sloth that you can get through endless scrolling, through information absorbing. You could be a glutton for information too. So just because you're learning doesn't mean you're not harming yourself. All right? I drew a crying chickadee and called it Batman. All right, so let's go through this. Okay? What is the top of your priorities? What is the top of your priority? Tell me. Love? Wrong. Wrong! What the fuck? Sex? Health, yes. Health is good. Happiness. Being debt-free. Alright, survival. Alright, this is what you need to prioritize. Your survival. Okay? That's just like just making enough money, whatever, income, figuring that all out. What is the second one? What is your second priority? It starts with X. What is it? I need a P. I need a P. I'm holding it in. But tell me in chat. Talk amongst yourselves. What should it be? What's your second? It starts with X. had to take a whiz. Xmas? Nope. No, I washed my hands, see? They're wet. Alright. Pea fingers? No, no, no. Examination? It's not piss. Alright, what comes after you survive? EXP? Expansion. Alright? Expansion. So let's say you survive, you make whatever income you need to survive. Then what comes after that? The investments, like, you know, building your empire on top of yourself, all right? Or if you're not concerned with like money, this could be expansion in any form, all right? It's building your empire, building something that means that exemplifies your purpose, right? So survival and then expansion. Your home, right. And this also applies to like your family, right? You make sure your family could survive. You expand for your family as well. What am I, a fucking virus? Okay, then what comes after that? Anyone? Can anyone guess what comes after this? Oh, there's an ad break, a freak. Reproduce. Oop. Tribalism. Spread your seed. Disgusting. Chicken noodle soup. What the fuck? All right. Charity. All right. So first, you make sure that you're doing well. Then you build upon yourself doing well. All right? And then you give to others. This is the blueprint to sustainable wellness, let's say. So at that point, you help other people, right? And what's this last one? Luxury. These are your priorities, the list of priorities that you should commit for your survival, reinvesting into yourself, then helping others with your time, with your money, whatever you see as charity. And then finally you could give yourself the luxuries of life, the fruits of living. You just want to go straight to luxury? That process is hard to do if you don't know the building blocks toward it. All right. Yes. Proverbs. So this is a lesson of Proverbs. What was it? Let me check. So this was in the Bible. Proverbs 31. Okay. And once you are able to do that, once you are able to do all that, let's go next. Let me show you next. I don't know if I'll have 10 steps. I just put 10 for no reason. All right. Once you have all that, we could go on to step 6. Okay. I mean, okay, step 5 and 6 are kind of interchangeable. That is That is recognizing a like-minded and principled partner. Okay? So all this work that you've done for yourself, you listened to Q, you loved yourself, you became self-aware, you got massive sex appeal and you're like Superman now. And then you built your empire. Now you could recognize a like-minded, principled partner. Yeah, you're hot now. You're welcome. Yeah. So you're able now to recognize and attract someone that is interested in building the empire with you. Okay? You can't, guys. So think of people like a number, okay? You represent a certain value. This is arbitrary, by the way. Like, I'm not saying that people have assigned numbers to them or anything. So, but let's say your value is 5, right? And that means your limits are only worth, like, let's say 5 in value. That's what this 5 represents. All right. And let's say there's another person here. Oh wait, but they're a girl and they're like la la la. Okay. And let's say her value is also 5, which means her value will add to your value. Okay. Maybe she has like pretty similar principles as you, has a similar mindset, will approach life in a similar way to you. That means when you guys combine and your priorities after the same sort of goal, building that empire together, you get, let me show you, you get 5 plus 5. So now the limits that you get and value that you can strive for is 10. Simple math, okay? But guess what? There's more. Let's say you have a 5 in value. You have a 5 in value, and there's another girl. There's another girl over here that's also 5 in value. Wait, there's more. But instead of only adding to your value, she actually multiplies your value to 25. But wait, there's more. You know, you think that this is your soulmate? You think that she's your soulmate? Well, guess what? You could find another person that is even more compatible with you. But wait. All right, where did my brush go? Let's say you have 5 in value. What? And then she exponentially contributes to your growth. And you guys are able to connect with the power of 5. So what is 5 to the power of 5? Whoa, what is that math? Can anyone tell me? No, not polyamory, no. What is 5 to the power of 5? 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. 125 times 5 is 625? 625 times 5 is 31 3125, apparently. Whoa. Okay, now you tell me. Now you got options. 6, 7. Now you have options. Who do you go for? Someone that brings that empire to a value of 10, to a value of 25, or a value of 3125. All right? And this is very rare. This is so rare. But I'm just telling you that's a possibility. There's different levels of compatibility between you and another person. All right? Is my dog snoring? Yes. Yeah. So the point is, in each of these circumstances alone, you could only achieve so much. And when you have a partner that is a contributor to your growth, to your empire, someone that supports you and you support her in whatever fashion that is, you could achieve way more. You could aim for the sky. All right? Aim for the moon. What do you mean you're confused? It's okay. You can aim for the Twin Towers. Okay? Can you summarize step 7? Oh, we're not on step 7. We're on step 6. Why do I want 3,125 children? No. This is about your empire that you can build. Whatever is your priority, someone else can magnify the potential of what you guys can achieve together. All right? You want someone to exponentially contribute to you. You don't take that value of 10. You don't take that value of 25. You take your soulmate at 3,125. But remember, there are no mistakes. Okay? Exponentially. All right. Okay, guys. Any questions? Can anyone relate? Step 5, stop watching Twitch. Twitch is the luxury step. Any questions? What does that say? But what if you like a pretty efficient solo queue type dude, but you just need someone to have a kid? That is one of these sins. So if you just want someone for the sake of having a kid and you don't give a crap about anything else they have to offer, I would say that falls under greed, because you're viewing that person, you're viewing someone that could give you a child as just a tool for your own gain. Okay? So don't be greedy about it. Don't be prideful like you're better than any potential lover that you might have. Don't see people as tools for this material growth that you want. All right. Wait, why are you guys saying step 5 is stop watching Twitch? I mean, in the olden days, that's how it was. Okay. Do you want to be hard stuck in the olden? I mean, okay, with every age, there's great things, there's great learnings from every age, but that doesn't mean that's the most conducive to you and your growth. You want to be hard stuck in something? I'm 30, my advice is invalid. So that's actually something in Proverbs 31 in the Bible, right? You learn from people that have already taken the path before you. You learn from your elders. You learn from people that have something to say, because there's someone that said the greatest type of love is sharing your experiences in order to teach, right? That is what love is. All right? To get a girlfriend, W Bible studies. You're hard stuck on e-girls. Real girls don't cut it. Escapism, lust, why e-girls? Ask yourself, why e-girls? Why? Right? Sharing is meaning. Three traits you maximize: attractiveness, wealth, personality. No. All of those things are a byproduct. You master yourself, and then the rewards come. This isn't, you don't go into a project just chasing the wealth, right? You go into a project to learn about yourself, the world, to pursue a passion. And then when that aligns with your purpose, the wealth, the bitches, the sex appeal, the attractiveness, the personality comes with it. You become Superman. All right? All right, let's go to step 7. Step 7, honestly, what do you guys think step 7 would be? What do you guys think step 7 would be? Die happy? Stop watching politics? Why do you watch politics? Why? Some people, they become addicted to the stress that like horror movies cause, or politics, or like dramas, and ultimately it's not good for their nervous system. Entertain the heartbeat and the flyer. Step 7, grow together. Step 7, live in the moment. How the fuck is this gonna get J20 a girlfriend? Stop worrying about other people. Worry about yourself. All right? My hair looks amazing in any color. Thank you. Step 7, try anal. Oh my god. Step 8, divorce. No. Are we gonna learn to pick up chicks? This is a whole blueprint on how to optimize yourself to the point where the chicks just come to you. And at that point, you don't even give a fuck. At that point, you don't even give a fuck about chicks. All right? All that for some booty? Whoa. At that point, you don't care for booty. You've mastered against the need for booty. Step 7, learn to fix everything in your household with a wrench and a paperclip. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, guys, step 7, to be continued. To be continued. How to get a girlfriend. To be continued. freaking cliffhangers. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to buy my course for step 7. No, I don't. Guys, I don't have an OF. Okay. I'm actually really annoyed. I'm so annoyed that you're hard stuck right here. I'm annoyed. This. So this, you have to channel upwards, basically. I could teach you how to do that, but you guys need a... Okay. So. Let me tell you, how do you recognize these egos in yourself? Look into meditation. Look into meditation. Be with yourself. Detach from yourself. Yep. It's hard making time for it. It's hard. I get it. I have that problem too. Pranayama. Let me see. I can't meditate, says... Okay, Stonehawk says, I can't meditate because there's no meditation for a white man in America without manifestation. But if you can't override logic romance with business, then I don't know what you're doing at the desk. Brother, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand that sentence. I don't really understand that sentence, bro. To be continued, alright? But that is how to get a girlfriend. Easy peasy. Yeah, so I did not really plan this stream. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm at my new house. This is how to get a girlfriend. I could go more into, if you guys like me teaching, can I get a W? If you guys like my teaching streams, if you don't like my teaching streams, can I get an L? How's Alaska? It's so sunny in Alaska. So sunny in Philadelphia. L, okay, L if you don't like it, okay? You're promised a PowerPoint. Yeah, this whole thing was a PowerPoint. Huge L, OMG, stop teaching. Big L. Alright. Well, guess what? People that say L, you could start early on step 5. How about you teach for real? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You want to try an art drawing? A lot of this is well, especially in step 2, a lot of what's said in step 2 is like, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to be anything but yourself at the core of yourself. Not what you think yourself is, but what you are. All right, get as close to the truth as possible and don't be hard on yourself. Just because you don't have a girlfriend, this whole thing is not even about getting a girlfriend. If you've noticed, if you haven't noticed, this is barely about getting a girlfriend. This is about living with yourself in your skin, in this body, this temporary body you have, and reaching your potential. And you know you have potential. Don't deny that. Okay? And from that, you won't get only a girlfriend. You will get a life partner. Right? How much to buy this beautiful artwork? How much should I charge? $1 million. Step 1, survival, is a good one too. Yeah, so this thing over here is take care of your needs first and provide enough for yourself to the point then you could help others. A lot of people have trouble with this because they want to help others very first. Their first priority is helping others without helping themselves first. Okay? That's why charity is third on that list. You need to ensure yourself is taken care of first. It's not selfish. It's just most efficient, really. It just makes the sense. It's the most sustainable. The U in the middle looks like a guy being attacked by a bear. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's being attacked by the bear. That is his carnal desires. When do you try to get the girlfriend? Step 4 through 5, that's when you get your girlfriend. Okay? Massive sex appeal time right over here. I'm telling you guys, when you don't be lazy, do what you need to do, and when you align yourself with what you need to do, everything else will fall into place. You'll have more doors open for you than ever. More bitches than ever. Okay? Do that make sense? Do that make sense? All right. Understandable. Thank you for the stream. Appreciate your time. Do I have to do this if I have a wife already? Oh. If you have a wife already? Do you have problems with your wife? Are you going to sell this art piece? Why are people asking? Do you want it? Like... Better have a chapter on power dynamics? Oh, what do you mean by that? Use her as a stepping stone? No, no, no. You don't use anyone as tools. It's not good for your soul. Okay? Getting a girlfriend means limiting your freedom and their mental problems. Okay, well, here, you probably missed the whole thing I was talking about in the beginning about, like, the black pill shit. And if you're all black pilled, you're gonna attract those exact types of women. If that's what you think of women, then that's what you're gonna get. All right? That's if you get a toxic girlfriend. That's what you're gonna get, though. Yes, I have problems in my life. Brother, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the template must be tested through power dynamics. What are you talking? Power dynamics won't exist once you're done with step 3. Part 7 is about how beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You have a soulmate. You have a soulmate, guys. It's someone to help you grow. But you need to get to the place where you need to be before you meet her. You have many soulmates, actually. How can someone divorce from their egos? Should we be ignoring them completely, or just not being able to name them in the moment that they surface and determine whether to listen to them or not? So the detachment from your egos, here. All right, so do you want to get a little wacky? Do you want to get a little wacky? So here's what detachment of from your ego will entail. All right, so you'll perceive this ego inside of yourself, maybe through meditation, and a situation will come up that triggers you, let's say. And you have a choice. You could react immediately because that's what your ego wants to do. Or you could detach from that ego and choose to not act in accordance with it. And the more you do that, like the wolves that you feed, the weaker that wolf will become. All right? So that's one way. And here's the wacky part that you could get into. I'm not super adept in it yet. Soul alchemy. Ooh. There's something called transmutation. This is the wacky part, guys. Transformation. Transmutation. Specifically, the white tantra. All right, this goes hand in hand with disciplining yourself and thereby strengthening yourself. Transmutation. This is a real thing, okay? So don't be like, what the fuck? This is only for people that are interested in these concepts. If you're a naysayer, then don't even worry about step 7. If you do not appreciate wacky at all, do not look this up. Okay? This is a real thing. But again, this is something that you should do only after you practice step 1 through 3. All right, so from step 3, you would go into step 7. Hi, Honko. And I recommend the YouTube channel, Astral. It's called Astral Doorway. And you'll hear a lot of the things that I say on my streams from this channel. Okay? He's fucking goated. He's goated as fuck. Yeah. Her crystal girl ego is coming out. Actually, crystals are low frequency. I am a sponge. Huh? Astral doorway equals back door. No, this is, okay, again, guys, this is only if you're interested in the esoteric. Don't look it up, it'll piss you off. And if you're very secular, it'll piss you off. So if you're schizo, if you're open-minded. Oh yeah, and if you're religious too. It'll piss you off if you're, well, it won't necessarily piss you off, maybe, but you just have to approach it with an open mind. What did you say? It's very dangerous too. Yeah. You don't want to get fucked up by it. But it's just anyone anyone that has been searching for answers beyond themselves and beyond this world, that's where you would go into there until this part. Open-minded is not the same as naive. You're acting a lot over here, Nimbus. You're very hard stuck right here, unfortunately. Okay. Are you God? Do you know everything? No. No, that's your pride. You have a defense mechanism that specifically drives you away from anything that is esoteric and not of this world. Okay? It is a defense mechanism. What was Insidious about? I closed my eyes during that. Nimbus, you're on a different path than me. You haven't been through this path that I'm... Well, you can't guarantee that, I'm saying. It's okay, that's why I'm saying, see, this is why I saved the meditation bit for last, because that's when a lot of people come from the woodworks, come out of the woodworks, and they don't want to learn more about the world and life. Thank you, Manor Devour. Thank you for the tier 3 sub. W Manor Devour. Thank you, thank you. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Yeah, it sounds like everyone has their own theories. Make your own Twitch stream then. Alright? Whatever theories you have, go make your own Twitch stream. Or maybe I'll make a show where everyone shares their knowledge. Yeah? Yeah? Okie dokie. Alright, guys. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, go do it. Go make a YouTube channel. Make the freaking show. No, no, no. No hentai. No hentai. Stop. Oh, what does that say? Aesthetic rhetoric says you literally mapped out the default mode network's ego defenses in step 3, masked it behind a primal amygdala hijack, topped it with some non-falsifiable, what the frick, UCSB psych department. I went to UCSD for math. For math, bro. Okay. No. The schizos. Looks like organized chaos. Oh, yeah. So this was how to... You know, you guys... I'm just gonna remove this step. And I will see you guys next time. Alright? Because you guys are being fucking mean now. I'm not gonna do these streams if you're gonna be mean. Gee whiz. So, I will see you guys, what's today? Tomorrow? I think we'll do some gaming tomorrow. Yeah. Let's do some gaming tomorrow. When's the next dating stream? still be dating. Anyway, marrying stream. All right. Soul alchemy stream. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow probably. And I will see you later tonight on the other one, okay? All right, guys. See ya. That was CuteBot signing off. Bye.